For over a decade, Sony's Alpha 7 series has dictated the rhythm of the mirrorless camera world. But today, we're not just looking back. We're looking into the future. A future that might just be the biggest disruption the camera industry has seen since the original A7. I'm talking about the mythical beast, the Sony Alpha 7 Mark V. The A7V, if you thought the A7 IV was an evolutionary step, prepare yourself. What the most reliable sources are suggesting for the A7V isn't an evolution. It's a reimagining. And frankly, it's terrifying for the competition. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. For the next half hour, we are going deep into the most explosive, unconfirmed, and frankly, insane leaks surrounding the A7V. We'll dissect the potential new sensor, the rumored focus system that changes everything, and a feature set that could cannibalize Sony's own A1. So, turn off the notifications. Grab a drink. Because once you hear what's coming, you won't be able to look at your current camera the same way again. Part 1. The sensor. The megapixel Cold War heats up. Every generation of the A7 is defined by its sensor. The A7 IV gave us 33 megapixels, a perfect blend of stills and video. But the A7V? The rumors are polarized, and that's where the secret lies. One camp suggests Sony will push the standard resolution dramatically, perhaps to a 40 megapixel sweet spot. A massive, game-changing jump. Why? Because the market is demanding more resolution, and Sony knows how to deliver it with class-leading dynamic range. We're talking about dynamic range that rivals medium format, right out of a mainstream body. Imagine that. But here's the more compelling, and frankly, more revolutionary leak, a brand new, stacked sensor architecture. Not just for the A1. For the A7V. If the A7V receives a stacked sensor, even a 33MP or 40MP version, it fundamentally changes the game. This means zero rolling shutter. Perfect electronic shutter performance. Flash sync at unheard of speeds. This isn't just a spec bump. This is a complete paradigm shift for the standard hybrid camera. It brings the speed of the A1 to the body of the A7. And if that happens, the competition is dead in the water. The dynamic range and low light performance on this rumored sensor are the true headline. The word from deep within the supply chain is that the A7V will inherit the dual native ISO technology from Sony's higher-end cinema cameras, but with a refined algorithm, specifically for stills photographers. Low-light shooting is about to move from a challenge to an expectation. Autofocus, the intelligence revolution. For years, Sony has dominated autofocus. But the A7 IV, while stellar, felt like a bridge. The A7V, according to the whispers, is the destination. Forget real-time tracking. That's the last generation. We are looking at what insiders are calling Focus Intelligence 3.0. What is this? It's a quantum leap in subject recognition. We're talking about AI-powered tracking that recognizes not just the eye of a subject, but the intention of the subject. A dog running. It knows the flight path. A quarterback dropping back. It anticipates the throw. The processing power needed for this is monumental, which leads us to the heart of the machine. The new Bion's XR Plus processor. This is more than just raw speed. This is deep learning implemented on the fly. The processor will reportedly be able to identify and separate complex foreground subjects, like a bird behind a fence, with surgical precision. It sounds like science fiction, but this technology is already being proven in industrial applications. Bringing it to the A7V would be the single most disruptive autofocus feature in history. Think about shooting sports, wildlife, or even candid street photography. You won't be trying to keep up. The camera will be predicting the future for you. The reliability is rumored to be so high, it eliminates the need for manual focus in 90% of scenarios. It essentially democratizes A1 level speed for the average photographer. That's a powerful move. The video overhaul. Cinema-grade power. The A7 line is the definitive hybrid camera. So, what does the A7V bring to the video table? The most persistent and exciting leak is the integration of internal 10-bit 4:2:2 all-intra recording at higher frame rates. Specifically, the strong rumor is 4K 60p without any crop. No more compromise. This alone is a massive upgrade for professional videographers. But let's talk about the big one, 8K. Yes, 8K is rumored. And before you roll your eyes, understand why it matters. Even if you never deliver in 8K, the ability to oversample a crystal-clear 4K image from an 8K sensor provides an unprecedented level of detail and noise reduction. The A7V may or may not push for full 8K, but the sheer processing overhead is necessary to deliver the kind of pristine, ultra-detailed 4K footage that creators demand today. The thermal management of the A7 IV was a notable weakness for some. The leak suggests a radical internal redesign for the A7V body, incorporating advanced graphite heat sinks. This means the notorious overheating limits for high-resolution, high-frame rate recording will be virtually eliminated. The A7V will be a true workhorse, capable of endless recording sessions, matching the capabilities of dedicated cinema cameras. Plus, a small but critical detail for creators, a fully articulated screen with a higher resolution and a much improved electronic viewfinder with an insane refresh rate. The user experience is finally getting the flagship attention it deserves. The body and ergonomics, the forgotten revolution. A camera is more than just specs, it's an extension of your hand. The A7V is expected to address the common critiques of its predecessors. The first major change is the grip. It's expected to be substantially deeper and wider, providing better balance, especially when using telephoto or large aperture GM lenses. This isn't just a comfort thing, it's a stability thing. But the biggest surprise? Customizability. The rumor mill is spinning hard around a dedicated, third-generation focus mode switch that is fully programmable. Imagine instant access to your favorite focus preset, or maybe a dedicated button for fast hybrid AF versus phase detection only. It gives the shooter complete control over the most powerful feature of the camera. And finally, the battery. We're expecting the standard NP FZ100, but with a terrifying for the competition increase in efficiency. Thanks to the Bion's XR Plus processor, the battery life is rumored to reach near unbelievable levels, perhaps pushing past the 750-shot CFe-A rating. This is critical for event shooters and content creators who need maximum uptime. The real question. So, when is it coming, and what is the cost of this powerhouse? The release window is, of course, the most tightly guarded secret. But based on the traditional Sony cycle and supply chain momentum, a strong reveal is expected in the next 12 to 18 months. Prepare your wallets. And the price. The A7 IV landed at around $2,500. Given the level of technology rumored, the stacked sensor architecture, a brand new stacked sensor architecture. Not just for the A1, for the A7V. If the A7V receives a stacked sensor, even a 33MP or 40MP version, it fundamentally changes the game. This means zero rolling shutter, perfect electronic shutter performance, flash sync at unheard of speeds. This isn't just a spec bump. This is a complete paradigm shift for the standard hybrid camera.